Good morning, everybody. This is Vince with Listings to Leads. And today it's time to talk about listings to leads for lenders. So, just as a high level, we are here. We've been here for 15 years to help realtors with advertising. We help them find buyer leads, we help them get listing leads. We do this whether agents have listings or not. We have print tools. We have e-flyers that capture leads. We have PDF guides. We have landing pages for both buyers and sellers. And we have ad software from Facebook and Google. So all these things in combination with many other tools can help and really look like a marketing powerhouse, really. And also it automates so much of that. So for lenders and title professionals, really what listings to leads is the ability to bring a different value to your conversation. When in your market, you're competing against hundreds or thousands of loan officers, right? Or title professionals. And you want to be having a conversation, of course, of the value that you bring. But if it's about today's rates, a lot of people are making that call. And when you get your arms around listings to leads, you realize like you're bringing a whole lot of value to the conversation. And that's what you want to do to increase your value and strengthen your relationships. And that's really what it's all about. So before we dive into the system, you can click on the link here, or you can click onto the title page and sign up. It's always a 30-day free trial. And you can choose up to having a package for up to 5 agents or up to 50 agents. A lot of people like to start with 5 because they might have a handful of agents that they want to work with. And even if there's a lot of loan officers that are also agents at the same time, you can sign up for 5 and just put yourself as an agent inside the account so that you can use it as an agent to go out and market and find buyers and sellers, but also you'd have 4 other seats to help people grow their business. It says right here on the front, this is really, I think, the gist of what we're up to here, right? Get mortgage leads and be the first lender local realtors call you. Why? Because you're giving them just something that's very helpful for their business. Automated listing marketing, social media content, and social media lead gen. And then just creating ads in 2 clicks on Facebook and Google is just one of the most exciting parts about the platform. And of course, having tools that can get you more listings. Ever since the NAR settlement, that's become a big topic. So let's log in and look at what an agent can do, right? And we'll get our arms around there. There are some tools that are direct to consumer that loan officers can use. So some kind of PDF guides and some landing pages that you can go right out to market with. But let's look here and we'll see the gist of what we're doing. So if we look at our navigation bar, you'll notice that we have listing automation. So we're able to sweep agents' listings in typically and create virtual tours and single property websites and listing landing pages and auto post to social media, put a virtual tour on YouTube, and just give agents e-flyers and print flyers and QR codes, all kinds of ways to market their listings. It's all done automatically. And everything that we're designed here on this list has multiple call to actions to capture leads. So it's really, that's the first thing is when you have listings, you can find ways of getting buyer and sellers by leveraging those listings. Now, I mentioned earlier that we have PDF guides and we have 80. Each of them are about 5 or 6 pages long, 40 are for buyers and 40 are for sellers. And you can download them. A lot of people like to use the flyers. If we click on marketing tools, you'll see that you can run ads on Facebook. You can share them for free on social media. You can run ads for them on Google. You got e-flyers. If you've got a big database or a big CRM, you can copy the e-flyer and blast it out on those people. But even some of our clients like to use just the print flyers because if they're holding an open house, we just saw this in our mastermind group this week. One of the agents was saying, "Hey, I'm taking print flyers on different topics, and I'm putting them on signs around the house because each flyer has its own QR code. And if somebody wants to find out about negotiating or how to set your price or any kind of topic that you choose, because there are 80, you have pre-built flyers. And so one of the agents is actually putting this out right out there throughout the house. So as people are walking through the house, they can actually get more information. And so it's just that's the kind of marketing system that we have here. Now, we also have landing pages. Excuse me. And landing pages are, you get a handful right off the bat. And that would be like free home value, down payer assistance, new construction, iBuyer, and investors penny on the dollar. And agents can use those and they can market them just the same ways that you can market the PDF guide. You can also customize these things and you can create your own right up here. So every agent can create unlimited landing pages. Property Valuation Plus, you can see we have templates for iBuyers and FSBOs and expireds, but you might want to do something custom. Maybe you're going to have a workshop for first-time home buyers. A lot of lenders and agents will just go create a landing page like that and then go run ads and get people to get the word out. But just like the PDF guides that we were looking at a minute ago, when you click on marketing tools, you can run ads on Facebook, you can run ads on Google, you can share them for free on your social media, you got an e-flyer, and you've got postcards and door hangers, things like that. So a lot of ways, again, just to market your landing pages. And we also have a website with client reviews and you guessed it, this website's also going to help agents capture leads as well. Right. So all of that is what's going on. And a lot of our clients leverage our ad software. So we actually have built-in ad software from Facebook and Google, Facebook and Instagram and Google. And to create an ad is one of the fastest ways of getting buyer leads. So let's say you have a home that's just listed and you create an ad for that. Now, there are two ways to do this. The agent can log into their own account and create an ad. It would build their account. It would build their Facebook ad account because the setup is connect your Facebook ad account. But the lender can also log in and create an ad. And sometimes lenders do. Sometimes they'll do that and send the leads to the agent. Sometimes they'll do that and send the leads back to themselves and pre-qualify them, make sure they are qualified to purchase a home. And once they've gone through that process, they then hand the lead back to the agent, say, hey, this person's ready to, purchase something at $400,000. Please help them. This does a couple of things. It makes sure that you've got a locked in loan, and it also increases your value because you're really helping agents not waste a lot of time driving people around who are not ready to buy a home. So running an ad on a home is as easy as choosing the property you want and clicking create ad. And you can also create ads on any of the PDF guides that I mentioned and any of the landing page that we created for you or that you create. And same is true for Google. I really recommend Google when you're trying to get more listing leads. So creating a landing page on a home value page would be a smart thing to do, right? And it's pretty easy. You create the landing page in our account and then you click create ad and you've got a landing page that you've created and you just tell Google, hey, I want it to show up in this city. Now the landing page, you click view link. You don't have to do this when you're running an ad, but just so you know, you can create pages like this in just a couple of clicks, right? For every one of your farm markets and then use Google to get the ad out on the number one website on the internet. That's running ads is a really important part of the platform. Let's go over here and look at the dashboard. Because when you log in, we basically drop you on the dashboard and then you have yourself a question. Do you want buyer leads or do you want seller leads? And whichever one you click, it's going to tee up the tools that will help you get either seller leads or buyer leads. So in this case, running ads on Facebook, we're only going to show you the tools that generate seller leads. The same is true for Google, right? But you can also market your home, right? As you recall, there's a number of tools that are out there. Let's click on one of these. This home is sold. Let me show you the number one tool for getting listing leads that turn into listing contracts. So there's a lot of tools that we create, but the number one tool that gets high quality listing leads is this tool called the Nearby Homeowner Letter. There's 3 different versions of it. I'm going to download one so we can look at it here. And this is, you can see that there's a button there that says Connect Express Copy. Express Copy has a national database of people with that own homes in the country. So you can use them if you want to mail this. And notice it's not a really complicated letter. It says, hey, we just sold this home. Go here and go find out about it. Yeah, you're going to become a lead. But it's also going to say that affects your home value and go here with this piece of paper to this website and get your free home value. So when you're mailing a letter to people with equity, that's one of the smartest things you can do. And you would be getting some of the highest quality leads. You're not going to get a lot of leads because usually people mail this in like groups of 100 or 200 or 500. But let's click on print and mail and see what happens. So this would, if you have an account with Express Copy, you can now click, hey, I want to do a 2-mile radius, and they'll only mail to people with more than 6 years equity in single family homes. Just a really smart way to go. Click submit order. They're going to download it. They're going to fold it and they're going to mail it to that target market. Right. So that's like our number one way. I do want to point out that we do live training. And if you go to our marketing calendar over here, excuse me, you're going to notice that we have a resource section. And here you can get to our mastermind group, which is a very important place to learn about our platform. You can sign up for our live webinars. And one of our live webinars is top tools for more listings. And we were just talking about the top tool for more listings. So I think in order to get more listings, mailing the nearby homeowner letter out and running ads on sold properties are the first things I would suggest. But to see how it's all done, we record every class, including this class, and it will be on our YouTube channel. So if you click there, it's going to take you to our YouTube channel, and you can click over to videos, and it's going to show you all of our classes. And I think that's a really important place for you, whether you're a title professional or in lending. You want to know what you're bringing to the table here. And so if you click on the videos tab on this page, you're going to see that there are a lot of classes here. And if you look at the first ones, you're going to really start to understand, get started, top tools for more listings, things like that. And so if people want more listings, and most of your real estate partners do, you want to get familiar with that class. So you definitely want to know that you have access to that. Live training here, recorded training here, our mastermind group, and our Instagram posts. Our Instagram posts are actually, there's really good 1-minute videos on there every day to show you little parts of the platform. Yeah, there's a lot to the system. I want to talk about 2 new things that you're aware of, and I think they're both pretty exciting. Our clients love them. And if you're working with realtors, you definitely want them to know that they have this available. And that is a listing presentation. So we actually have a generic listing presentation talking about what we do. And it has a bunch of photographs of homes as examples, but you can also create a listing inside of your account as a listing presentation. We won't be automatically marketing it. What we'll do though is create a listing presentation incorporating the photo of that home that you put in there, right? And we do that in a print format, so you can download it here. And we also do it in electronic format. And I'll show you the electronic format. If you're going to be going on a listing presentation, or one of your real estate partners is, you want to make sure they get their listing in this account and they have at least one photograph of the home. And we will then create this presentation. Now it takes a second to build up, so we'll have to hold our breath here. But I do want to remind you that there is a print version, which I would highly recommend you print and you leave behind. And then there's this kind of online electronic version, which once you've opened it up, you should obviously open it up before you get to an appointment, is you should have that on your laptop or have that on your iPad, just be able to flow through this. And we may have to come back and look at this. But because this is a listing presentation, we do create all the tools automatically, but we're not going to be posting them out on the internet because it's not an actual listing yet. It's just used for presenting purposes. So let's see here what the landing page says. Oh, so here you can also download this listing presentation, and this is auto-generated for each listing. We're still waiting on this, so we may have to come back to this. While we're waiting for that, I want to point out over here, there are a couple things one thing is brand new, and that is we have new AI text follow-up. And AI text follow-up means when you think about converting leads, and that's really where the rubber meets the road, how do you convert? And a lot of people, there are 3 top ways in all industries, including real estate. One is call that lead, two is email that lead, and three is text that lead. And if we look at emails, that everybody's getting 2 to 300 emails every day, and they may not even know that you're sending them an email. If you're calling them, and I literally just spoke to an agent today. Yeah, I'm calling them, I'm getting leads, but they don't want that. And everybody knows that your smartphone is telling you, I know this person or I don't know this person, right? And Lord knows there are so many scams on the internet and on phones that who wants to talk to somebody they don't know? The answer is practically nobody, right? My father likes to talk to people who are like calling for scam just to waste their time, but not everybody does that, right? So the best way is to text people and text them with simple questions. Don't write a big paragraph of everything and drop that on those poor people. They're going to ignore you from then on. You ask simple questions like you were on a phone conversation. Hey, if this is in that city, is that the area you're looking at, or are there other towns? Right. Wait for the answer. Hey, that was a 3-2. It's priced around here. Is that what you're looking for? Is that in your budget? And as you go back and forth with questions, the person's, gets answers, and they're also more comfortable. And then they will tell you, hey, we'd really like to schedule a phone call. Guess what? This AI text follow-up, which right now costs $50 a month to work up to 50 leads, does exactly that. It's actually converting 10% of our leads to phone calls. So if you're comfortable on the phone, I really think you want to be using this. You don't have to use it, but all that being said, make sure you're texting your leads first, because they don't actually want to talk to you. If you're using our Facebook ad software, which I've shown you how to do earlier on this call, they are actually looking at their phone number when they send it to you. Okay. So they know they've given it to you. Do they want your phone call? Absolutely not. They don't know you. Let's see if this flip book is going to work for us. Yeah. Looks like we got it. So there's a lot that we do automatically to market homes, right? This is a listing presentation that will help agents convey what they're bringing to the table. It doesn't mention listings to leads. It's going to have the agent's picture and their logo on every page and their colors, right? And remember that I mentioned if you put in a photo of the home, it's going to put that photo inside the listing on every page. Okay. And it tells all the things that we're doing. It doesn't say that listings to leads is doing this all for me automatically. It says, this is what you're bringing to the table. It even creates a QR code, and you can say, hey, homeowner, while we're sitting here at the table, why don't you scan that? And they're going to get a link that's going to pull up their mobile optimized website right on their phone. So it really makes an agent look like a technology powerhouse, like a real marketing guru. And you want to be able to do that, right? You want to win the listing presentation. Obviously, you have your value, but what you're doing to market a home is really what people are going to be interested in. Do you have ways of finding people who want to buy homes? And that's exactly what we do here all day long. So that's listings to leads. I do want to remind you that we do have our own YouTube channel, and we also have a live training on leadgenwebinars.com. And so you're welcome to go to Lead Gen Webinars, sign up for any of our classes, top tools for more listings, Facebook and Google, get started, overall marketing, farm marketing, and a class for lenders, right? You don't have to be a client to take our classes. You don't have to be a client to watch our classes that are recorded on our YouTube channel. You do have to be a client to be part of our mastermind group. And I definitely, if you are a client, ask the support team, or actually, I think it's inside the account on the marketing calendar where you can join the mastermind group as well. And it's a place where I recommend our clients are in there at least 5 or 10 minutes every week, because it's not just where Scott and I talk about new technology or pushing. It talks about things that where agents have questions. Right here, 3 days ago, somebody saying, hey, is anybody having poor ads, not good performing ads? And a couple of people say yes. A day after, somebody saying, hey, I got all kinds of leads for like, what was it, 71 cents a lead. And we're talking to 3 of them, right? So you have both sides of the spectrum where people are learning from each other what's working and what's not working. So that's the big story of listings to leads. Everything we do is month to month. If you sign up as a title professional or a loan officer, agents don't pay to have access to it. They just have their own seat. And if you have questions, you can always go to our website if you go to our lender page or our office page, I think you'll see our pricing there and you'll see my contact information. Let's see if I can make this happen. Yeah, right here. So on the pricing, my contact information, Vince at Listings to Leads, or my phone number is right there. So if you have questions, feel free to call me. Of course, if you need team accounts, but even if you have questions as a lender or a title professional, let me know. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me today. This call is being recorded and it'll be up in the on our YouTube channel either later today or tomorrow. Thanks a lot.